ending, you know.
Right.
My fourth point, marketing and promotions. Money matters.
Because that doesn't exist without money. Hey, man, I want to market my album. How much money you got? None.
Right.
No marketing, buddy.
It matters. If you guys really think that people are just going viral by putting a video up on TikTok or something like that, you are out of your minds. You know what I mean?
Explain.
You know, it nobody gets something for nothing. And I don't give a damn how good your video is. If you don't put some sort of push behind it, it's probably not going to go too far.
Yeah.
Now, once you build up that audience from the push, then you can put the videos out there and they'll run themselves. But as an indie coming out of the gate, I believe that it's very important that you put some finances behind your push. You know, that's really the best way for people to find you.
Right.
You know, and marketing online doesn't have to be very costly, but it's not cheap either.
You just need a plan going into it.
Absolutely.
I agree with what you're saying too about going viral. Like I feel like there's this misconception that if you just go viral, then it's over. Like, or not over, but that's just the beginning of how wonderful everything's going to be after. And some videos do naturally just go viral.
Right.
You know, over time, enough people watch it that they start pushing it on the services. But I mean, I completely agree with that. If you're just relying on something to, oh, this is great, it'll go viral, and you just put it out there and wait for that to happen, just go do something else.
Right. Please.
Please.
You gotta be able to put a push behind what you got going on. And the main reason why we're even talking about this stuff is because I work with so many artists, man, that they got this Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz mentality about the game. Like, they've watched too many 5 Heartbeat movies and shit to where they think you just show up at a studio and start singing and a motherfucker be like, holy shit. I never heard anything like that before in my life. Be like, no, it does not. When I got started, it did. Like, I did grow up in an era to where if a motherfucker heard you sing, they was like, holy shit. But these days, not so much.
So what you're saying is, anytime you get a meeting with an executive, wear sparkly red shoes.
Right. And bring a dog.
Because
you need to click them motherfuckers together, Jack.
That's how Justin Bieber was found.
You know,
sparkling shoes, man.
You know, now there are rare exceptions. I'm not saying that what I'm saying is not absolute, but the exceptions are very rare. They are very. There's needle in the haystack exception.
Yeah,
but
you can't rely on that though.
No.
Just because that happened to an artist or an individual that you're aware of, it doesn't mean it's just going to happen to you. It probably won't. It probably won't happen to anyone else but that one person you can think of.
Yeah. And even with putting a push behind your product, it doesn't guarantee success either. It's the risk you take.
Right.
Like I have a friend of mine, she's an event planner, a promoter, and things of that nature. And we talked last week. And then she said to me, she was like, I'm putting together a fashion show and I need a sponsor. And I was like, all right, when is the fashion show? And she was like, it's on the 23rd of October. So I was like, really? She was like, yeah. And I was like, are you looking for a sponsor now? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, well, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but you may have your work cut out for it. You know, and trying to find something to put a package to put together for them. You have to figure out what you're gonna sell them, what they're gonna buy for you for the money that you're asking for, and stuff like that. And she was like, I'll work all of that out. I'm like, okay, cool. So fast forward to about 3 or 4 hours ago, she sends me a text and she was like, I got the sponsorship. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah. So she was like, the only thing I got to pay now is the DJ and something else. It was another bill that she had to pay. And then she was like, the rest of it's all profit. But she got out there and she sold herself. Now I don't know the details of what the sponsorship package entails, if there even is any. But it was all about the marketing to put her in a position to sell herself to get that sponsorship and whatnot. So, be about it.
Right. That's awesome though. I'm glad she got that.
Yeah, so am I. But she started with her own money. She had money of her own. So it gave, again, go back up one, leverage. Gave her leverage to go in and negotiate. And I'll find out the details and I'll let y'all know if I find out as to what she sold. We'll try to each one teach one around here as often as we can too.